Joining me now is host of Primetime with Alex Stein on Blaze TV, Alex Stein. I want to get your thoughts on the clip that's being pushed hard by the media at the moment of the VP comforting an elderly lady in a spice shop. But what do you make of that 2018 clip where she seems a little too preoccupied with coffee cups and what colour their lids are?
Well, it's obvious that Kamala Harris doesn't like the color white, and I guess these lids aren't enough of a DEI hire for her, so she's going to go after Starbucks. And it's kind of sad that this is what the potential free leader of the world is worried about, the color of her coffee lid so that her lipstick doesn't show. I just think that there are much bigger fish to fry than the shade of lipstick residue that's on her Starbucks.
I would have never, ever thought of that. And I'm sure the same things happen to me where I've been in a meeting with blokes and my lipstick may be on the coffee cup lid. Who cares? I mean, why would you be concerned with that? And she talked about how she'd take the lid off so people wouldn't see her lip. Her lipstick is on her lips, Kamala. Everyone can see you wearing lipstick. You don't need to hide it. The whole thing is absurd. But we've got the debate looming, very exciting indeed. It could be the one and only debate. In fact, it does look like it's going to be the one and only debate between Harris and President Donald Trump. And some insiders are leaking that her team are nervous about her performance. Alex, what do you think she needs to do to get in Trump's head? And what is the best game plan for Trump?
Well, Trump needs to let her talk. You know, she did okay at the DNC when she had that prepared statement. But if she has to improv anything, she's probably going to have a little too many glasses of wine, and who knows what can happen. So Trump just needs to let her speak because she's not well off script. That's very obvious. She's terrible off script.
But you would think with all the time she's had to prepare for this debate that she knows what's to come. She knows what the major questions are going to be, and she's going to have everything almost word perfect ready to go. There's a few hot topics, and she's had plenty of time to get her answers down pat. So it's going to be fascinating. We'll be watching it, and Paul Murray and myself will be watching it live and bringing you our reactions at it as it happens. But let's move on to something more frivolous. Former Bachelorette star Josh Seater, who now identifies as a woman, has made a video empathising with the many dangerous situations women find themselves in.
Hi everyone! I just wanted to talk today about being aware of dangerous situations that women can often find themselves in. Now that I'm a woman, I'm always aware of what's going on around me and when my guard needs to go up. The other day I was working out and a man came up to me and he made a comment about my muscular physique, and that just sent shockwaves through my body.
Alex, I've asked you about this before. I need to know, is that just some big troll, some parody act? Is it a reality show that is filming that we don't know about? Or is that genuine? It's killing me not knowing.
No, Josh is playing a character, but Josh is actually doing a very good job, in my opinion, showing how absurd it is that people can just identify as a girl for 5 minutes and start to use the women's restroom. So, I like what Josh is doing, trying to expose that a lot of these trans people that are just trying to play a
sure it's not real? You are sure? You are sure?
Yes. Rita, yes, I know this. I know Josh is just yanking our chain, as they say here in America. It is totally an act. Josh is not an idiot when it comes to, going viral, and Josh is getting a lot of attention, and that viral fame can be addicting. So I think that's why Josh has doubled down and continuing to play this character.
But as we've seen with some other characters, things that we thought were parody, even Dylan Mulvaney in the early days, people were convinced it was a big troll. And then surgeries were happening and there was feminization happening beyond what you would expect from a parody act. So I don't know. I'm not 100%, but I'll trust your judgment on that one. Now, we've heard a lot from veterans who are outraged about Kamala Harris's VP pick. Tim Walz is embellishing his record, his military record, for political gain. But we haven't heard much from McDonald's employees about Harris possibly doing the same, because she claims she once worked at McDonald's. People are casting doubt on that. And you went searching for the truth?
We are at McDonald's. We're going to ask the employees if they're upset that Kamala Harris would steal their valor of being a McDonald's employee. Did you see Kamala Harris said that she lied and said she worked at McDonald's? What do you think about it? Do you think that's bad that she lied? She lied. She didn't really work here. They did a background check. They asked corporate. She never worked there. Thank you for your hard work. Thank you for your service. She said she used to work at McDonald's. They caught her lying. The corporate office said she stole your valor. Kamala Harris could never cook a fry this good. What do you have to say about that?
I'm gonna have to ask you.
I'm gonna leave, but you don't want to say one comment? What are you gonna do? Call the cops?
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to ask him about Kamala Harris lying about working at McDonald's. No comment?
That could be the most ridiculous cop interaction you've had so far, Alex, and that's saying something. How do you know this is true? You've gone there and you've said that she has stolen these McDonald's workers' valor. How do you know Kamala didn't work at a McDonald's way back when?
Well, this is how I know, because Snopes is still not confirming whether she has or hasn't, because there's no indication from corporate that she was ever an employee. And if you worked at McDonald's, you'd keep your name tag. You would know the location that you worked at. If she had one bit of evidence that she worked at McDonald's, she would be able to prove it in 2 seconds, Rita.
Are you saying she hasn't even said which McDonald's she worked at? Surely she knows that. I don't expect her to keep her name tag, but you would expect her to remember which outlet she was in.
Well, they even looked at her resume for jobs that she had after, and she never put that she worked at McDonald's. And believe it or not, having McDonald's on your resume as a young kid would probably give you, a leg up in other jobs, because they would say, hey, look, you worked hard. You worked in a service industry, so it would show you to have customer care. It would show you how to be, hardworking. She lied.
That's crazy in itself, to have someone vying to be the leader of the free world lying about working at Macca's, really. Now, former First Lady Melania Trump is about to release her memoir, which she hopes will clarify the facts around her life and service.
Writing this memoir has been a deeply personal and reflective journey for me. As a private person who has often been the subject of public scrutiny and misrepresentation, I feel a responsibility to clarify the facts. I believe it is important to share my perspective, the truth.
Her memoir has already soared to the top spot on several Amazon bestseller lists, despite not being released until October 1st. Alex, what are you hoping this memoir reveals? And let's not forget, Melania is the first lady in many years not to feature on the cover of Vogue, despite obviously being a very beautiful, stylish woman. We had Jill on the cover, Hillary, Michelle, but no Melania.
Yeah, Melania is absolutely beautiful. And then when Vice President Kamala was on the cover, she was wearing Chuck Taylor tennis shoes. And it shows you, for all the people that say Donald Trump is against immigration, he married an immigrant. So I think that just proves their point to be invalid. And I'm excited to see her side of the story. And she gets a lot of unfair treatment. I think it would be very hard to be Melania Trump with all the unfair attacks because of her husband on her. So I'm excited to see what comes out in this memoir that'll give us an inside scoop.
Alex Stein, thank you for your time this evening.
Thank you, Rita.